Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. Got a great show lined up, but first our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin and Highway 77. I got some construction going on now in Baldwin, so don't try to cut through on the east end coming down Baldwin by the Highland Park Elementary School like I did yesterday. I got it blocked off. We're going to have it blocked off about 4 or 5 weeks, so be aware of that. High today is going to be 86, low tonight 74. And our water temperature, something we follow very close here on our show, has jumped up to 86 degrees. Now, this is fascinating because last Friday it was 82, so that's a 4-degree jump. The last 2 days have been 84, but this morning it's 86 degrees. That's a really big jump in such a short period of time. So be aware of that if you're getting out to venture out this weekend in the offshore a little bit. Take a look at our river readings. They're level off. The big river, the Apalachicola River, it's looking at 7.6 this morning, getting ready for fishing for the weekend. It's going to be just flat and level all throughout from lunchtime on down to the flats there in Apalachicola, right up between 7 and 8 foot. The Choctawhatchee at Caryville, it's going to have a little bit of a bump to it come Friday afternoon. It's reading a 4.9, so it's right at 5 foot. It may get up there about 5.5 foot, okay? Now, looking at your tide chart brought to us by Kent, Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery. Their motto is when carrying counts, and they're right here on 23rd Street. Looking at today's tides, today's Wednesday, June the 9th, and looking on the screen there, we're looking at really strong tides compared to coming up this weekend. So we're looking at a high tide at 7:34 this morning and low tide at 10:15. Got a 1.5 foot range there. Marine forecast is south-southwest at about 10:15. One quick announcement now, the Emerald Coast Redfish Club, and we've had them on before. They do a great job of having some tournaments for just the locals. It's going to be this weekend's tournament be in Apalachicola. So if you're interested in fishing that, it's a great area to fish down there. And just go on their website, look it up, the Emerald Coast Redfish Club, big tournament this weekend in Apalachicola. All right, we're going to take our break and come back with our special guest. Welcome back, folks, and welcome to our new guest, Neil Stewart. Hey, welcome, buddy.
Glad to be here, Winston.
RV Connections. We're just glad to have you, one of our new sponsors here on the show, and I've been twisting his arm for about a month until I was trying to get him to come on, and finally got you to come on. Glad to have you.
That's right. Glad to be here.
Well, listen, I've known you a good while now, and I've got campers from down there and all, but tell the folks a little bit about yourself and all.
Well, Winston, I grew up in the RV business since I was real young. We've been in business, actually a family business, for like the last 16 years. Me, Dad, Mom started a humble beginning, but we've been very fortunate. We've got the best people in the business. Without our team, we wouldn't be anywhere. So. Yeah,
and what's cool, this is a family business. It's not a big old national chain or anything like that. These are some local folks that just started down here, just worked your way up, I think.
That's right.
That's what happened. And what's some outdoor activities you enjoy doing?
There's really not anything outdoors that I don't enjoy doing. Really enjoy fishing, really enjoy hunting. I enjoy doing a little bit of free diving, off-road four-wheeler riding. As a matter of fact, we went camping up at Jellystone Park here in Memorial Day weekend. Had a good time up there. It's a good mix up there. You can do a little four-wheeler riding, do a little fishing in the lakes and ponds, and also, just do a little camping. Kids really enjoy it. You got the lazy river and all that. So
now that's how folks how to get there, because we're going to talk about several places to camp and all. That's going down I-10 past Tallahassee, Madison.
Right there in Madison. That's it.
And right off the interstate. Right
on the interstate. Yeah.
And that's got a lot of different things. You just mentioned all the things you can do there.
Lot to do there. Surely, you certainly keep the kids busy.
Well, I know we talk about all different aspects of camping and all, and there's something we talk about on the show. I always encourage the people to get outdoors, and camping is one of the venues to do that. And it could be just tent camping along a riverbank, or nice comfortable camping. And when I was a kid, tent camping was fun and all, but as I've gotten older, the comfort the comfort has really been important to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, you brought the pictures here. Let's talk about your family. Look at these folks here. Tell us about them.
That's my crew there. My wife Crystal, my oldest son Landon, Jackson, and then Amelia.
Okay. And so when you go camping, you got a full house, right?
We got a full house. You know, they speaking of tent camp, they love the tent camp too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we do. Is sometimes these campers are a little easier on the back.
Well, listen, I've got a camper. Years ago, I got a camper, and I was going down to my favorite spot was St. Joe State Park.
Oh yeah.
And we got a nice. We have one of those. Of course, so many of us have done this. Started with tent and worked our way up to the pop-up camper, then the little travel trailer, and a motorhome. Then I've done it all. So I had got a nice slide out when they were first coming out from y'all, and we really enjoyed it those years down at St. Joe State Park. And that's when it's so important to have air conditioning when you're down there.
That's right.
We'd go scalloping and all, and it's just fascinating time. So, and I have family and friends that do a lot of camping.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, the unique thing is a lot of people don't know this, but there's over 100 campgrounds within 100 miles of Panama City. There's a lot of places to go camping close by. I mean, there's probably 50 or 60 probably within 20, 25 miles. You just got to find them. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of places to go close by.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and people don't realize that. In fact, I looked last night, talking about state parks just in Florida. There's 161 just state parks, okay? And I don't count all the private campgrounds. They're just all over the place.
And St. Andrew State Park right out here at the beach is the #1 revenue producing state park in the state last time I looked. Really impressive.
And what fascinates me, Neil, is how many locals go out there.
It's amazing. A lot of locals go out there and camp. And they have to schedule that a year in advance sometimes to get the nice spots. Yeah. And, you know, where can you go where you're on a lagoon, the pass, the jetties, and the Gulf? I mean, it's gorgeous.
It's amazing. I've talked about it before, how the foresight some of our folks when World War II ended had a vision foresight to actually save that property on the tip there for this kind of stuff, for State Park.
Yeah, that's right.
And it is a versatility there. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. I've got some pictures to show you. We'll come back with Neil Stewart from RV Connections. Okay, welcome back. Glad you're with us this morning. Here with Neil Stewart from RV Connections, a family-owned local business right here in Panama City. What's your locations?
3926 East 15th Street, just towards Callaway on the right-hand side there, just past Transmitter. We also have a sales location over there on Highway 231, just north of the mall.
And people ride by and look at them all the time. So when they just ride by, just stop and walk in.
There you go. Stop by and come through them.
I got a story to tell you in a minute, but let's get these pictures first. I got all kinds of pictures. This is my buddy, Bill Graff. This is our last day of school together. Bill and I have taught PE together at Mosley High School for 38 years. He came fresh out of college, and he retired this year. And what a great man he is, just epitome of a man. He's honest, hard-working, loyal, great Christian man, and I'm going to miss Coach Bill Graff. A lot of you folks out there had him. And it's wonderful to have worked with him side by side so many years. So, Bill, we're going to go fishing together. In fact, his going away present, Neil, we had a little party for him, a little cookout for him, and his going away present from the coaches there, the guys. We got him a fly fishing outfit. So,
oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, so he's got all the saltwater stuff. All right, now let's look at some pictures, some fishing pictures, real quick. Now, listen, late spring, early summer mullet is coming in now. This William Jones, he got these at the St. Joe Canal. Good job, William. I know you had a good fish fry then. How about the girls fishing? They go once a year. This is Mandy Miller Warren now. This is her name. Stephanie Hobbs, Tracy Sharp, Megan, Mandy's sister Megan, and a whole group of those girls there. They catch some nice snapper every year. I'm going to go one year and film them. I bet they'll be hollering and screaming and having a great time. All right, freshwater. How about old Zeb Schofield the other afternoon just after work? Went up there to Deer Point Lake and just caught some nice bass. Good job, Zeb. And Garrison Rosie working off the Kettle Girl. That is a snowy grouper. You don't see a lot of those, but it's good eating and legal and all, but that's a snowy grouper. Good job there. And then we had, I've got another picture here. Chuck Hartsman sent me an email. He took his wife out fishing the other day. Chuck said his wife named Pat. She's 5'1", and this, folks, this is a 100. Let's see, they were 20 miles out, and all by herself. This is a 36-inch red snapper, weighed 26 pounds, biggest fish she's ever caught. Caught it on a pink rod that's been wrapped by Ernie Cabot, a pink reel. and he was real proud of her. Chuck Horseman sent that to us, and good job, Pat. Congratulations. That is a huge red snapper. We're talking about 36-inch snapper, and that is big. So if you get a chance, send your pictures in. We put them on air here, and every day we have pictures and all, especially red snapper season.
Tell you guys got some fine fish I see on there.
Yeah, it's been good. All right, real quick, I'm going to get back to camping because here I'm personally involved in this, and we're glad to have them on as sponsors. And what, you know, I told you about buying that one earlier, but now here's what I'm doing, folks. I may have talked about on the show. We got a place down Howard Creek and got a pole barn put in. So I went, bought a camper. Well, actually, I bought a camper last month. I'm so excited. But Gary Taylor.
Yeah.
One of yourselves. How long has he been with you?
Gary's been with us probably about 10 years or so.
Yeah, and I bought my first one from him. We sat around talking about he played baseball at Pensacola High, and they lost the state championship because he didn't pitch good. And he's the kind of guy we always talk about, but he loves outdoors too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And so we just went by and started talking. I told him what I wanted, and we walked through I think everything out there.
Yeah,
yeah. And went back again, and we finally found exactly what we wanted. So. And what we're doing, this is ideal, is really catching on, Neil, and I bet y'all seeing this. We're going to have that pole barn down there. We're going to back our camper in there, use it as a fish camp, but also I'm going to be able to pull it out and go camping too.
There you go, yeah.
Are y'all seeing some of that going on?
Absolutely, absolutely. The nice thing about camping is these RVs, whether it's a travel trailer, fifth wheel, or motorhome, you can change the landscape by the turn of a key. Mm-hmm. You can be in the mountains one week, next week you can be right on the Gulf camping. That's the beauty of it.
Well, and fifth wheelers. Y'all got a lot of fifth wheelers?
We do. We sell a lot of fifth wheels. Got number one selling luxury fifth wheel Montana, and the number one selling mid-profile fifth wheel Cougar. A couple of really popular brands. So,
what's the advantages of a fifth wheeler over a travel trailer? The traveling, the steadiness of it, or what?
Yeah, if you're going to get into the heavier weights, the fifth wheels are going to tow a little better. Of course, the weight's centered in the back of your truck. A little easier to hitch up because you're just having to slide it into that fifth wheel hitch or that big opening versus get over the ball. So there's some advantages. Of course, nothing's wrong with a travel trailer. They're building these travel trailers easier to tow than ever these days. These ultralights, like what Winston bought, you can tow them with light-duty vehicles.
Yeah.
If you're one of those guys that don't like driving the big 3/4 ton or the big 1 ton, they make these ultralights where you can tow them well with a good heavy-duty half-ton. So
that's what was fascinating to me between the last one I had, which was about 10 years ago, and the one I just got. The lighter weight.
Right.
I guess the technology is caught up.
The technology, it's just like anything else. You can go buy an inexpensive bicycle and it's going to weigh 100 pounds, or you can go buy the same size bicycle, one of the nice local bike stores, and you can get the weight way down 20, 30 pounds. Mm-hmm. Same thing with these RVs. They're using better materials than ever, bonded sidewalls now. They've got mainly aluminum framing. Mm-hmm. So.
And I was a bonus on mine. We had like a grill, the grill you put in.
Yeah, you got an outside grill on it, and
I was fascinated with that. I mean, almost all of them come with that. Looks like.
Oh yeah, that way you don't have to tow the grill with you. You don't have to carry around an extra LP tank because it's plumbed right into your LP gas tank.
And in fact, when I get mine set up, we pouring a slab today and all, so we're getting ready. I'm gonna have mine set up. I'll take some video for you folks and show you what I'm talking about. All those little pluses that. The technology and all the advancements and all that, we're tickled about it. And now, if folks they can just ride by there, just walk through all. I know you get a lot of lookers.
Yep, 8 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 on Saturdays. Of course, we're closed Sundays, but yep, come on by. You can more than welcome to look around. That's what we're there for.
Well, I noticed something too over on the east side of town, where the lot I went to. Y'all expanding over there.
We are. We're under construction right now. We've been very fortunate where we're going through some growth, and we just added around 4 acres to it. We also are adding several spots to be able to work on campers and adding on to our building. So we're real excited.
I noticed you expanded over there right next to Tool Time.
That's right.
I mean, y'all right next door. What's one Tool Time is putting in a big old screen porch
That's
and all.
Right.
And it's just one-stop shop right
That's
there.
Right. That's right. You can get a camper from us and go next door, and they can set you up to build you a pole barn.
And it's the flexibility again of those things is just fascinating and all. Now I have my daughter and her family are getting ready. They're going to travel. They're taking a year off. I don't know if I mentioned on the show yet. They're taking a year off. They're leaving July 1, and they're going to travel across America.
Oh, wow.
In a fifth wheeler, and they're really excited about it. They've got it plotted. In fact, I'm going to get them to come on the show and talk about it.
Oh, wow.
They're going to stay someplace a couple of weeks here, but like you say, the scenery can change.
Man,
every trip.
There are so many places I want to go, and right here in America, and
yeah.
I know it's neat to maybe to go out of the country on a vacation, but man, there's so much right here at home to see. It's just amazing.
I'm like you. I don't care all that about going to Greece and France and all that, but I want to go to Alaska, but I want to see all of America.
I do too. I want to do the Four Corners one day, and absolutely.
And we started as a kid. Our dad took us, I guess, our first love was camping up in the Smoky Mountains.
Yeah.
And that's still a beautiful place to go.
Oh, it is. It is gorgeous. Yeah, I've got some stories up there around the Smoky Mountains myself.
Do you?
And camping. Yeah.
All right, we're going to take our final break, and we'll be right back with Neil. Hi, welcome back. So, Neil Stewart from RV Connections, one of our new sponsors. We're proud to have them. This is just, the mode of our sponsors. These are local businesses that people, from around here, and they do this kind of work, and we're just proud to have you on here. So.
Thank you. Appreciate that, Winston.
All right, listen, a couple announcements real quick before we get back to Neil. Bay Fly Fishing Club. That's our club started recently. This is good stuff here. Their monthly meeting now is this Thursday will be at Lake Huntington Clubhouse at 6:30, and when they have those meetings, I'm going to go one night when I get a chance. They tie some flies, and they all give fishing reports where they've been catching fish and all. But tonight now they're having a practice at Kane Griffin Park, fly fishing practice, where they got room to do it at Kane Griffin Park here in Lynn Haven. That's going to be at 5:45. So if you know anything about fly fishing, just want to go hang around and learn how to fly fish, that's going to be an excellent opportunity. Okay. I also talked to Captain Bobo Hobbs last night, just checking on him. He's 70-something years old, still running the Florida Queen, and it's a legendary Bobo is what I call him. And they've had a good start on snapper season. But he told me the other night they had a 2-day trip. They hung a 500-pound Goliath grouper, and
wow.
And he said it was right between about 475 500 pounds. So he can judge them, and they didn't want them. Of course, they didn't bring aboard anything, but they tried to revive them and all, and couldn't get them revived. They brought them back and forth in front of the boat. The boat backed up and went forward, tried to get them revived. Just one of those things. But there's some big fish out there. Okay. Okay, let's try fishing game times. We done that yet, Jeff? Okay, fishing game times today brought to us by Mark Calvert, Edgewater Beach Realty. The best time to go fishing today, 6:39 to 8:39 this morning, or this evening from 7:05 to 9:05. Now, okay. Now, do you let your guys fish and go outdoors some, or do they have to work all the time?
We try to keep them at the store all the time. No, matter of fact, majority of them are into fishing or hunting. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And that's another thing about camping. They're great hunting camps and all too. You were telling quick one thing about camping. I think it's the memories you make as a family.
I tell you, some of the stories and the memories we've made. One year we were speaking of Smoky Mountains, we were up there right outside of Smoky Mountain Knife Works. It was about dark, and we decided to go in, me, Mom, and Dad, and I had my little dachshund, Gretchen. And we left Gretchen in the motorhome when we ran into the knife store to look around a little bit. And we came back. Of course, it's gotten real dark by now. And we come back, and we could not find Gretchen anywhere. We searched high and low, inside, outside. We just knew she got out somehow. Mm-hmm. And after searching for her frantically for 15, 20 minutes right there by the highway and all, we found her. We heard a little noise under the dinette table where it was kind of dark. And she had gotten cold and went up into a jacket sleeve and got caught in a jacket sleeve. If you ever seen a dachshund wrapped up in a jacket sleeve, I mean, she was tight. She wasn't going anywhere either. We got her out of there, and of course, we were all glad that we found her.
That's cool. Another thing now, like we're talking about memories and all, just not only memories, but just the relaxation you get, just a mental relaxation, the benefits, the psychological benefits of just getting outdoors. I mean, it's proven over and over again. Of course, I wouldn't have to do research to prove it. We know.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We know how.
Great stress reliever.
Yeah, you just get out there and unwind. I see, people just sit down and just unwind when they're out there camping.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Now, do y'all have any, I was going to say, do y'all have any big sales that are coming up when you're going to open your lot or anything? Are you going to do anything?
We've actually got a little sale going on right now at the store. We started it last weekend, running through this Saturday, little summer sale. And we've got a lot of specials marked down. If you go to our Facebook page, you can also see some advertisements on it. But yeah, we've got a little sale running right now. Big discounts, big incentives. We've got, of course, 16s are just starting to come out, so the 15s are starting already trying to sell down the 15s to be a little bit of a jump on the 16s coming in. So.
Okay. Good deal, and they can, like I say, locations over on Highway 98, also up on 231.
That's correct.
Some there too.
Yeah, yeah.
And how do you get to your website? Is it?
It's rvconnections.com.
Okay.
And of course, we're on Facebook. Just pull up RV Connections on Facebook as well, if you will. Like our Facebook page. Got a great page. Always some real neat postings about camping, coupons, specials, things that are going on right now with camping.
Now, I was in there the other day, and one of the secretaries, she was really into fishing too.
Oh, yeah.
And so your whole group out there enjoys fishing.
I tell you, they do. We've got a lot of outdoor folks there that are serious about outdoor activity, fishing, hunting. I think that's kind of how they get into the camping business or the RV business. So it's all about getting to go camping, and we're all about just being able to get families camping, get them outdoors.
Exactly, and we've talked about it, since I've been on the show, about one of the great advantages outdoors is a camping aspect, not just hunting and fishing and wildlife photography. It's camping. So we finally got Neil on here. So does your dad help you much? Or he just try to leave with you and go play golf?
He does. He is he's we might call him part-time now. He comes in sometimes, sometimes a day a week, sometimes a few hours a day, but. He's got several other projects going on right now, and he's starting to live that retired life. So.
And can you keep Gary focused on? Is he always trying to do something else?
Yeah, we try to keep him focused. I catch him in there looking at fishing pictures on his computer every now and then, and he'll be trying to figure out how he can kill another deer. But
I'd get him on the show one day too. Talk about him losing state championship baseball game with the Pensacola High.
Yeah.
Then we got to wrap it up, buddy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate having me.
All right. So you want to go work out today, or?
Oh, I don't know about today.
I
might.
All right, folks. Always, we want to tell you how much we appreciate your viewership, and want to always ask you to do something good for your fellow man. You have a great day, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.